Stereotypically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, for them, I kind of have to like show them that, okay, yes, you only have your mother, and your father's not around 24/7, but you have to take it as if your mother is your mother and your father. And that's how I took it. Well, maybe not growing up. Like, I've learned a lot of this as I've grown up. But,
Sure.
so just like teaching them that consistency, like, yes, you don't have a father, but like your mother is your father and your mother at the same time. So just like kind of like redirecting them when they're having bad behaviors and all this stuff. And it's like, well, if I tell them like, okay, well, we're gonna have a conversation with your mom, they're like, whatever, I'm not gonna do anything about it, like, it's my mom. I have to like kind of like hold them back from that and be like, no, this is your parent. Doesn't matter whether it's your mother or your father, this is your parent. They're the ones who set the rules, they're the ones who set the boundaries. Therefore, you have to have the same respect as you would to your father as you would to your mother, right? So it's just like getting them to like understand that. But a lot of my other kids, and like I got lucky, a lot of my kids are really well behaved. Like, I don't have behavioral children, which is nice. Even though like I don't mind it, it's just it just takes a little bit of more work.
Sure.
But yeah.
You are how many years older than your sister? 12 years. 12 years older than your sister.
Yeah.
So that's pretty significant, isn't it?
Yeah.
And she's now, let's see here. How old is she now?
She's 13.
13 years old now. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you find any sense of maternal or paternal care for your younger sister?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's just because that's how we started.
Yeah.
Everything is like
Sure.
taking care of her. Like, even I'll go to the mall sometimes and I'll just buy her a bunch of clothes and bring them to her because like my mom can't afford that. My mom can't afford to go out and buy her whatever she wants. Like, so it's like I almost take that role for my mom because it's the least I could do. Like, help her out. Like, my sister's little. Like, she doesn't understand these. It's just want. And like, yes, they can have stuff, but it comes to a point, right? So I think I definitely do have that maternal sense to her. She's like my little child, you know.
And it's not an easy thing being a single mom.
No.
Trying to hold the fort down.
No, it's not. And especially with a child that was very, like, pushed against her.
Is that you?
Yes.
Okay.
I pushed against my mom a lot growing up. That's, like, basically all I did. And I think it was just because of resentment, because it's like, all my friends are hanging out after school and I have to go pick up my sister from daycare. You know? But now that I'm older, I'm like, I completely understand that. Like, all my mom was trying to do is put a roof over our heads, feed us, and put the clothes on our backs, you know?
Yeah.
So now she's just getting through that hump with my sister because she's at that age.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm the oldest of 6 kids.
Oh, wow.
So it's me and my 2 brothers who are closer to me in age.
Okay.
And then here in Canada, when I was 14 years old, was when my younger sister was born.
Okay.
Then my younger brother at 16, and then my baby sister at 22 years old.
Oh my goodness.
So my baby sister just graduated from high school a year ago, and I convinced her to move out here with me. So she just 3 weeks ago just moved out. So that's a huge thing for her. Like, it's her first time ever on her own, kind of, but with me, right? But I said, no, come on out here. Our mom just passed away a year ago. Thank you. And so it's just dad home now. But I was thinking it'd be nice for her to experience that sense of independence in a safe place.
100%.
You know what I mean?
No,
So,
for sure.
so it's been great having her out here. And yeah, so that's also a unique dynamic in my family.
Yeah, that's awesome.
In a
That's
somewhat
awesome,
similar way.
though.
Yeah.
It's nice, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to kind of like connect with those siblings that are like at this point, I think, because my sister's 13, and it's like it's almost hard to have a conversation with her because it's like all the stuff I hear is just like stupid to me. But it's like I have to think about like when I was 13, I was talking about the same things, like having troubles with my friends. It's like when I consistently have to give her advice, and I'm like, okay, like friends can be really crappy sometimes, and you just have to like go through it. Like, you're gonna find the people that you're gonna stick with for the rest of your life, and it's probably not gonna happen when you're in middle school. So it's just like those once she gets older, like we'll be able to connect a little better.
Most likely.
Because we were really close when she was
Younger.
small.
Yeah.
Because I would like literally, I'd go hang out with my friends. I'd take her with me. Literally, it'd be like me and my friends and this baby in a stroller. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny to think about now. But
Yeah. No, I totally hear you. Thanks for sharing that with me.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I definitely have a high esteem and regard for single moms.
Yeah.
And single dads, but because they're even fewer, but also especially for single moms too, and ones who aren't even from here, who are just trying to hold.
Who are trying to start a new life for their kids. And
There's a whole stack of cards that, deck of cards that's stacked against them.